So today we're going to be putting a larger battery into my 1995 Craftsman GT6000. The old battery died. It's made 2023, 05-2023, so I guess that's how long these lawn and garden batteries last. So I wanted to upgrade since I'm running a winch on the front and back for my plow and my sleeve hitch. Just so I have enough reserve capacity to run anything without the alternator, the stator system on this charging all the time. Pulling a lot of amps to charge. I don't want to wear it out. So got this 51R battery from Walmart. $70, $69.99. 1 year warranty. The lawn and garden battery. The biggest one they had was a 300 cold cranking amp. That one was $50, but it only has a 90-day warranty, so didn't really want that. Wanted something that maybe when it dies I could go get a free replacement. That would be nice. This one has 75 minutes of reserve capacity. The 300 cold cranking amp lawn and garden battery, the biggest one I could find, had a reserve capacity of, I think it was like 35 or 40 minutes. So this is almost double that, which is very good for running the winches on the front and back without straining the charging system too much. It's got 410 cold cranking amp. 550 regular. Pretty new as well. It is 1.75 inches longer than the stock one. So for my tractor battery tray, it'll fit in there. And it's also, think about 1.5 inches, 2 inches taller as well. So check for clearance with these posts against your hood. Mine clear. And it also is the same width as the lawn and garden battery. So it fits in my battery tray pretty nicely. I only had a length in the one side. I just cut this flap and heated it up so it would lay flat and let it sit for a bit. I had to get the 51R, the reverse polarity, so the positive is on this side instead of that side, because my positive, all my positive stuff is on the right side here, and if I flip this battery around where the positive post is closer to this plastic piece, it is also closer to this, which I didn't want. So right now, where it sits a little bit more forward with the 51R, I have about 2 inches of clearance, which should be more than enough against that. And I also have about 2 inches of clearance against the top of the hood. So everything clears nicely for me. You'll just have to check that out on yours. Alright, I'll show you how I put it in. So another thing I had to do was get these style terminals with the straps and the 1/4 inch bolts, because the 3/8, most of these posts for the car batteries have a 3/8 bolt on them, and that's too large of a diameter for these lawn tractor leads. So the garden tractor leads, that's a 1/4 inch hole, not 3/8. I did not want to make new leads, so I got these coated Deca ones. I think these were like $6 at Walmart. And I just got the file out and I shaved off the epoxy on the top of this battery post. And then you can just throw them under there. Show you guys later. Alright, just finished up testing the clearance and everything. making sure these lugs were in the right spot. So that's how everything looks. It was nice. These posts, they give you 2 spots to go to, so if you have extra stuff like I do, like a winch and all that, I have a winch in the front and rear. That's what these 2 extra power wires are for. It makes it nice and neat. And this side I have the ground for the winches. This is for my gauges. The ground's for them. Then, you know, the ground wire for the battery and all that. So 2 different spots, which is very nice. Clearance wise, I checked with the hood. Everything looks good. Got about 1 to 2 inches of clearance. A little bit more than an inch. What you want to do though is make sure that this metal bar right here sits closer to the plastic here. You don't really want it out above this. I put it out above that just to check the clearance, and you have a little bit more than 1 finger width. So you still have clearance, a little bit less than an inch, a little over a ½ inch, so still got clearance, but put it in this channel and just tighten these bolts up and you should be good. As long as you have this model of tractor, 95 GT6000. Alright, hopefully you guys can see that well. I got the light set up. I'm going to close the hood. Hopefully this works well. And you can see the clearance. So as you can see, there's still quite a bit of clearance in there. You know, more than 2 finger widths. So a little bit over an inch and a half, 2 inches, like I said. And you want this metal bar right here, you want that pushed back farther, like I was saying. That gives you a lot more clearance. That gives you like another inch. So push that bar back, tighten it up so it doesn't fall forward. If it does push forward, it's not too big of a deal. Let's see if I could push it forward here. Oh, it's stuck. That should be like right in line with the battery lugs now. A little bit farther forward. There. So if that's what it was like from the factory. I don't know where they exactly put this crossbar, but still have quite a bit of room. So no issues with that. Got a lot of room in there. Hopefully you could hear me when I was talking. I don't know if you could with this hood closed. Alright, so here's everything tidied up. Got my fuel line battery hold down. My last one worked fine. I just had to lengthen this one, so I figured just make a new one, lengthen it, because it holds it down very well. It really doesn't move as long as you stretch that well. Got my little screw on the top that goes into the insert, so just pulls down into that. But I got these leads done. These leads are all set up. Everything nice and tidy. So there's the tractor. Ready to do some plowing soon. Got to set up the winch on the rear again, so I could pull my my sleeve hitch. Then once I get that set up, get to plowing my little field over there, getting it ready to plant again. And I got to make that winch cage still on the back. I didn't even get to weld that up yet. Just been too busy doing stuff. So there's the tractor. There's the gauge pod. Got a video on my channel how I set all that up if you guys want to know how to put a voltmeter on your thing. So oil temp gauge. I just used a water temp gauge, but reads the same. Got to make a little center cap for that. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Everything done. And this winch in the front. Use that to move some dirt. Place this this rubber tooth I have in there with some. I have a metal one. Or I might just leave it like that, see how it works. We'll see what I end up doing. Maybe I want to put like some teeth in the metal tooth I make, so it kind of digs into the ground a little bit. We'll see what I end up doing. But yeah, that's the tractor for now as it sits. So see you in the next video.